Short on time? Welcome to Shorties.
Imagine standing in front of the most famous landmark in the world. It is a bright, cloudless day in the heart of Paris. But the iron gates of the Eiffel Tower are locked tight. There is no strike. There is no construction. The reason is invisible, yet it is everywhere. It is the air itself. At 40 degrees Celsius, the crown jewel of France has become a danger zone. This is not a holiday. This is a crisis. Across the English Channel, the story is the same. In London, a city built for gray skies and drizzle, the pavement is radiating a heat that feels alien. For the first time in history, a red alert has been issued. The warning is simple but terrifying. There is a significant risk to life. Not just for the elderly. Not just for the sick. For everyone. The continent of Europe, known for its mild summers and gentle seasons, is transforming. It is becoming the boiling continent. We are witnessing a climate reality that was supposed to be decades away. But it is here now. Roads are melting like wax. Train tracks are buckling into unusable waves of steel. Schools are shutting their doors because classrooms have become ovens. Millions of people are currently trapped inside homes that were designed for a different era. These buildings were engineered to trap heat and keep people warm during long, biting winters. Now those same walls are acting like a lid on a pot. The data is cold even if the world is not. Europe is now the fastest warming continent on Earth. It is heating up 2 to 3 times faster than the global average. Temperature records are not just being broken. They are being shattered by margins that scientists describe as shocking. We are rewriting climate history in real time, reaching peaks in June that were once reserved for the height of August. And the experts are issuing a haunting warning: this is only a glimpse into a hotter, more dangerous future. The danger begins where we feel safest, indoors. Because most European homes lack air conditioning, the heat has nowhere to go. During the day, the brick and stone absorb the sun's energy. At night, they release it. This creates a phenomenon known as tropical nights, where the temperature refuses to drop below 20 degrees. It sounds manageable, but for the human body, it is a slow-motion disaster. Without that nighttime cooling, the heart and lungs cannot recover from the stress of the day. You wake up more fatigued than when you went asleep. Your body's equilibrium begins to fail. In the south of France, the epicenter of this latest surge, the situation has turned deadly. Hospitals are being pushed to their absolute limits as emergency services struggle to keep up with heat-related illnesses. The tragedies are no longer abstract numbers. They are stories of elderly citizens found in apartments that had become too hot to survive. They are the stories of 2 young children found dead in a car because the interior temperature climbed too fast for anyone to react. This is the human cost of a planet out of balance. But why Europe? Why is this specific patch of the globe burning so much faster than the rest? Part of the answer lies far to the north. As the Arctic ice melts, it reveals darker surfaces that absorb more sunlight instead of reflecting it. This creates a feedback loop that alters weather systems across the entire continent. High-pressure systems are getting stuck, creating what scientists call a heat dome. It acts like a giant atmospheric lid, trapping hot air and baking everything beneath it for days or weeks at a time. This isn't just a weather event. It is an infrastructure nightmare. Our cities were never built for this. The overhead cables that power our trains are sagging in the heat. The signaling systems are failing. Transport officials are pleading with the public to avoid unnecessary journeys because the rails themselves were never designed to handle 50-degree surface temperatures.
We are trying to run a 21st century civilization on 19th century bones, and those bones are snapping.
Even our digital world is clashing with this new reality. In cities like London and Phoenix, massive data centers are humming 24 hours a day to power our AI searches and digital lives. These facilities have a massive appetite for water and electricity, often requiring billions of liters just to stay cool. During a drought-driven heat wave, every drop used to cool a server is a drop taken from the community. We are reaching a point where we must choose between the health of our digital infrastructure and the survival of our residents. The political response is a mix of desperation and adaptation. In London, local leaders are frantically planting hundreds of thousands of trees to create cool zones in the concrete jungle. In Paris, regions are issuing green bonds to fund a total overhaul of the transport system, trying to move people out of cars and into decarbonized metros. They call it building forward. It is no longer about building back to how things were. That world is gone. The 11 hottest years in recorded history have all happened in the last 11 years. In the UK, the number of days exceeding 32 degrees has trebled since the 1960s. Scientists at the UN warn that a temporary overshoot of the 1.5-degree global warming limit is now inevitable. Every fraction of a degree from here on out will determine how many communities survive and how many are lost to the heat. We are entering an era of unprecedented events, a word we use so often it is starting to lose its meaning. We are running out of vocabulary to describe the scale of the change. El Niño is no longer just knocking on the door. It is threatening to blow the house down. This is the new normal, a phrase we all hate but cannot escape. The boiling continent is a warning to the rest of the world. It shows us that even the most developed nations with the most advanced technology are not ready for a planet that refuses to cool down. It tells us that climate change is not a future prediction. It is a present-day emergency that is affecting the way we work, the way we travel, and the way we breathe. As the sun sets over a sweltering Paris, the Eiffel Tower remains dark and empty. It stands as a silent sentinel to a changing world. We can no longer treat these heat waves as uncomfortable summer days. They are a public health emergency. They are an infrastructure challenge. They are a psychological weight that we are all beginning to carry. We had the warnings for decades. We were told the baseline was rising. Now every heat wave starts from a hotter position, making the peaks higher and the valleys more shallow. The question is no longer when the crisis will arrive. The question is how much more we can endure before the systems we rely on break completely. The heat is not just coming. It is here. It is in the walls of our homes, the steel of our tracks, and the very air in our lungs. We are living through the hottest days in human history, and according to the world's leading meteorologists, we haven't seen anything yet. The boiling continent is not a headline. It is our new home. And as the mercury continues to climb, we are forced to realize one terrifying truth: the world we were prepared for no longer exists. Thanks for watching.
Like, subscribe, hit the bell, and I'll see you in the next one.